myself Azina binti Muhammad. My metric number is C21A1954. Today we will talk about one of the famous J.K. Rowling novels, which is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was written by J.K. Rowling, and this novel is a fiction fantasy novel, and it has 222 pages on its first edition. This novel was published on 26 June 1997. And the reason we chose this novel, of course, because of the interesting front page, as you can see at the slide. And this novel works as an introduction to the world of magic. Main character for this novel, of course, Harry Potter itself. Harry Potter is an orphan whom Rowling imagined as a scrawny, black-haired, green-eyed, and bespectacled boy who didn't know he was a wizard. Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone begins with 1-year-old Harry Potter being brought to his Aunt Petunia's home after his parents' death. Harry Potter lived with his abusive aunt and uncle, Vernon and Petunia Dursley, and their bullying son Dudley. On Harry's 11th birthday, a half-giant named Rubius Hagrid personally delivers an acceptance letter to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The letter revealing that Harry's parents, James and Lily Potter, were wizards. Harry attends Hogwarts and is thrilled to see how interesting this new world of magic is. He becomes close friends with Ron and Hermione, who spend most of their time together as they are all in Gryffindor house. But suddenly, he finds out about his history, the death of his parents, and the dark wizard called Lord Voldemort, who is responsible for it.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Aryani binti Muhammad Karim. My metric number is C21A2082. So let's continue to the next slide, which is main ideas. In this story, there are several main ideas. Firstly, Harry Potter, the main character, and his two best friends, Ronald Weasley and Hermione Granger, wanted to protect the stone from Voldemort, the villain of this story. Even though they are new students, they knew about this stone, which it is a very valuable stone that can transform other base metal to gold and can produce an essence of life that makes its drinker immortal. Secondly, Lord Voldemort, the killer of Harry Potter's parents, wanted to steal this stone from Hogwarts in order to regain to his physical form. He then possessed Professor Quirrell, one of the Hogwarts professors, to get to the stone without noticing. So next is main themes of story. So the main theme of this book is magic. Magic is an essential theme and is crucial in the details that build this story. The examples of magical things in this book are spells like Wingardium Leviosa, flying broomstick, a magic wand, and potions. Secondly, the theme is love. The reason of Harry Potter cannot be killed by Voldemort is because he is protected by a magical shield that built by his late mother Lily. So Lily was willing to sacrifice herself in order to protect Harry from Voldemort. Professor Dumbledore said, "Your mother died to save you. If there is one thing Voldemort cannot understand, it is love. He didn't realize that love as powerful as your mother's, for you leaves its own mark." To have been loved so deeply, even though the person who loved us is gone, will give us some protection forever. So by this line, By this line, we can understand that love is the main theme of the story. Next is friendship. Although it is almost similar with love, friendship has more nuanced role in this book. So before this, Harry and Ron is not really close with Hermione. They just consider Hermione as a noisy classmate. But after the incident where Harry and Ron saved Hermione from a mountain troll, they became a good friend. The narrator quoted at the end of the chapter, at the end of the 10th chapter, there are something you can't share without ending up liking each other, and knocking out a 12-foot mountain troll is one of them. So this line indicates that Harry, Ron, and Hermione become good friends after this event. Next is character's personality. So Harry's personality changed when he entered Hogwarts. Before this, he lived in an abusive household where his aunt and his uncle abused him, and he has been bullied by his cousin Dudley. So after he entered Hogwarts, he became more confident, brave, and courage. And it can be clearly seen when he fought a mountain troll in order to save Hermione. It also can be seen when he decided to protect the Philosopher's Stone from Voldemort. He bravely protect the stone, and even though he was a new student that time, he doesn't have enough knowledge about magic, but he bravely fought Voldemort that time. So we can see this is where his personality changed. So in conclusion, I would recommend this storybook to everyone because it is very interesting and enjoyable to read for children and adults. It has magical aspects and a lot of good moral like love and friendship. So based on this book, I learned that love and friendship is very important in our lives. So we need to cherish and appreciate those that love us and stay with us in our ups and downs. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.